Hi everyone, I am Jeremy, aka Justice, and thank you for checking out the first episode of Journey of Justice. Just to give you a quick rundown of what to expect from this series, basically it's going to be me attempting to climb the Hearthstone ladder to hit Legend for the first time. So a little bit of background on me. I actually spent 2 years as a full-time professional writer for a website, obviously a gaming website. What else? A large portion of my time was spent covering Hearthstone, specifically the competitive aspect of it. Me personally, I've always been decent at the game. Not the best, certainly, not about to break into the competitive scene myself. But I guess you'd call it above average. I peaked at rank 5. It's the highest that I've personally tried to push to. But most seasons recently, I've just been kind of getting to rank 10 just to make sure that I get, the golden rare season rewards, and that's kind of been it. And I know I can do better than that. There's the old saying, if you can hit rank 5, you can hit Legend if you play long enough. So I kind of want to test to see if that's true. So this is going to be kind of my journey, which is of course very relevant as we're only a few days away from the release of Journey to Ungoro, which I'm very excited about, to try to hit Legend this month. And we'll see how it goes. It is going to be particularly interesting, specifically because the new set is coming out, which means that the meta is about to shift. So what we know right now might not be what we're looking at a week from now. So it's really going to test my ability, I want to say to adapt to the meta, but I feel like that's a really bad pun with Ungoro, but we'll see. So we're really going to see how it goes. Me trying out different decks, different strategies. You'll kind of see what it's like for a player that's never hit Legend before to really go for it. Fortunately for me, I won't be entirely alone. I will be joined by fellow member of Judgment Gaming, Owen, who will be doing his own videos as he attempts to hit Legend for the first time as well. He has actually come closer than I have. He's actually peaked at rank 2, so he's actually come really close. So it's kind of going to be a little friendly competition between the two of us to see who can do it, see who can get there first, and I'm really looking forward to it. So in each episode, I'm going to kind of give you my thoughts from the previous week. I will be streaming most games that I play, with the exceptions of those that are recorded only for this series. But I will be streaming most of my games. I will link the Twitch below for those of you who kind of want to follow along with the entire journey, rather than just some selected bits of it. But as I said, you'll get my thought processes, my successes, my failures, and we'll see how it goes. So I hope you guys continue to tune in. And we're actually going to go ahead and get things started by just jumping right into a game. So we're going to do that to start. I'm going to put on my headphones here. This is how you know that I'm serious about it. And at the beginning of the month, obviously we started at low rank, and I hit rank 9 last season, so we're going to be starting at rank 19. I do like to play some fun decks. I think it's just a good way to open the season, just to really enjoy myself a little bit. Decks that still have the ability to win, but maybe aren't top tier. So we're actually going to be starting this season with Brian Kibler's latest version of his hand buff Paladin, which is including a little bit of Pirates in it. It's a fun deck, hand buff Paladin. When it works, it's awesome. When it doesn't work, it fails spectacularly. So we're going to see how it goes. So let me switch over so you can get the Hearthstone experience going. I will also have a deck tracker for you guys, just so you can follow along with what's happening. So let's go ahead and jump into it as soon as I make sure everything's working. I think the deck tracker might not be showing up, but that's okay. You guys will have to deal without it for one day. I am sorry. I'm just going to make sure that I am queuing up the right deck. I do like to give my decks dumb nicknames, and sometimes I forget what they are. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're going to give Kibler's Pirate Hand Buff Paladin a whirl here. I played a little bit of Hand Buff Paladin. I don't think I've actually played this list yet, so it's going to be brand new so I can play it with you guys here. I'm also gonna see. There we go. Let me just move this down a little bit, and there we go. We got our deck list going. So really early on, Cycle is definitely good. Looking for buffs, of course. So I think we'll just throw those back. This is, of course, a less than ideal starting hand. So we'll see what happens. You gotta give a good Happy New Year in there. So it's actually a very poor opening hand. Obviously, we're looking for things like Smuggler's Run, Grand Street Outfitter, Bloodsail Raider, just for the turn 2, like 2/3 plus 1/1 of patches is always great. So we are against a Druid, which gives us a little time to do things, but not a lot. I do have the option of coin 3-drop into 3-drop. And then 4, 5. I think I probably do, because he might want to Jade Blossom. So if he does, I can actually get multiple draws off of Acolyte. So I think I'll go ahead and do that. Or worst case, he swipes it, and if he swipes just an Acolyte, I'm so very okay with that. So we'll see. So I do have 3 into 3 into 4 into 5, so... Oh. Or he could just do that and make me really, really sad. I guess that's also an option. So I'm going to go ahead and Aldor it. I'll run my Acolyte in, get a draw. Next turn I'm sure I'm going to True Silver it to finish it. But at least I can get multiple draws off of Acolyte. That's really the best option that I had with that, since Horse Rider plus Acolyte didn't kill it. So... if that's all of the use he gets off of Fandral, I'll be really happy. Okay, that's actually not terrible. Really, all things considered. That could have been a whole lot worse. So we do have to choose Silver down Fandral 100% of the time. I'll kill a Jade Spirit. Like, yeah, he gets a good trade into it with just one of his 1/1s, but... it's important to control that. So we'll start trying to build a board afterwards. I want to do this, but I feel like it's going to be really easy for him to deal with it. So we'll see what happens here. I guess probably not. Because it is super easy for him to handle. So let's see. If I could just I could just get a huge Bloodsail Raider. But pulling patches doesn't do anything for me, because I'd have to like run in Horse Rider here and then patches into his 1/1s. You know what? Maybe that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. Never mind. I take that back. That's actually a decent play. I mean, again, he can still trade in here, but that's fine. I mean, it wipes his board. So if he does that, so I'm actually pretty well okay with that. Right now, you know, Aya is unfortunate for me. I can choose Silver her down, but then she makes a 4/4, which I can't really handle. I mean, I do have a Keeper Voldemort in my hand.
Options.
Senjin does contest her. Then what do I do after that? I kind of just want to draw with Azure Drake. Because I don't want to do this to her because it doesn't really do anything. I want to do it to probably the Jade that comes out. If I Azure Drake now, I have 7 mana next turn, which could be like Keeper plus Horse Rider or True Silver plus Horse Rider, so I think that's probably okay. So I'll just go ahead and draw. And go face since there's no good trade there. I don't know, this hand's really awkward actually against all of this. We'll see. I mean, I guess there was some consideration to just dropping Grime Street, because even just one proc of his effect on that hand maybe is still pretty good. But I don't know. That's interesting. He could have just hero powered it down rather than trading in his 3/3. That was really strange. Like, really strange. Huh. Okay. I'm just really confused by that. So I have 7, so I could True Silver the Azure Drake.
Should I?
Do I need to, though? I mean, if I, say, Smuggler's Run, I could make this a 4/6, and then drop this as a 4/3, just to contest. I think maybe that's better. And I really do want to smuggle here, especially because I might be playing Ragnaros next turn. So I think it's just good to get these out there. Again, I do have the Keeper of Voldemort to take care of the bigger one. Okay. So I can Keeper that one down to a 3/3 if it helps. I don't know if it actually does. That was really an odd play on his part, I think. Does that change anything? I don't think so, because I think I almost need to like Keeper this down, then True Silver it, trade here. I mean, I go to 15, but I mean, he can't really like pressure me super hard from there. And then I have ways of battling back against this.
Options.
Because otherwise it would be like... this? And then I could Horse Rider plus this into here. Or... I don't think that's good, though. I mean, I could play the 4/5, I guess, after that. Maybe that's not bad. And I'll actually just go ahead and trade in here. Because right now, he either runs in with this and hero powers, or just runs this in. But he actually has to do that so he can trade here. Like, either way, he's going to have to do that. The nourish is really bad for me. I may have gotten a little greedy with my buffs, but we'll see. I have a 10/10 Ragnaros, so, like, you know, that's a thing. Ugh. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought he didn't cycle it for a second. I was really surprised. So it's still not terrible, though, if he does that. If he has nothing else, I can just play Rag and it'd be in good shape. Okay, so he's just going Smork now. So that's actually really good. So I can just play a 10/10 Rag and heal up for 8. That's actually pretty darn good. Is he thinking about innervating something? Oh, even at Findlay. Okay. I mean, I guess I can Findlay, right? No reason not to. I mean, this hero power's not doing anything for me. I almost want to take Steady Shot. Like, if he can't deal with Rag, then... I don't know, maybe Shapeshift's... No, what is Shapeshift doing for me? Totems could roll Taunt. Spell Power doesn't really do anything for me. These are all actually really bad, so I think I'm just going to take Steady Shot. And then play a 10-10 that heals me for 8. So, like, short of Mulch, which hopefully he does not have, he has really no way of dealing with this. Mulch is really... And usually Mulch is run as a 1-of. Of course, he's probably going to have it, but... Okay. That's a 10-5. Wow!
That is incredible.
Good thing I have this Keeper of Ultimon, huh? Yeah, otherwise that could be really awkward.
None may steal our souls.
Otherwise that would be really awkward. I like how this game just suddenly turned pretty hard in my favor. Turned pretty hard in my favor. The Uproot plus Mark. Wow, that was... What? That is a card that is not normally in Jade decks. And it was like almost really good for him to try to force me to trade the Ragnaros in, but that's why we've been holding on to this beautiful girl right here. So that's game. Okay, what do you got? Innervate what though? Like, you can't... Oh no, it double innervate into Mulch? Oh, into Swipe. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Alright, so first game on our journey was a pretty nice turnaround for hand buff Paladin when suddenly the 10-10 Ragnaros goes uncontested. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. You will be seeing a lot more from me. Again, I will be streaming 4 days a week. I will put it in the description, but Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know how long each stream will be. It's going to be at least a few games each time. And I'll upload some thoughts throughout the week as well. So again, you can really kind of get a look into, I guess, how I'm seeing things as I'm trying to make this push that I've never tried to make before. So I hope you guys will join me on my journey. I do hope to see you soon. If you do like the content, of course, I think I'm actually legally required to tell you to like, share, subscribe, all those good things. But I do hope I will see you guys soon. Take care.